welcome to the Boost Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Carolyn Pacino, and today I have a special guest. His name is Joshua Korman. He is the Director of Business Development at National Retail Solutions, NRS, and he has been in NRS for a couple of years now, working on identifying and developing new business opportunities. And after products or programs are launched, he and his team ensures a successful rollout, and they work on continued commercialization efforts. And he also is deeply involved in identifying and implementing efficiencies for sales flows, helping their various sales channels sell more of their products and services. And today he's going to be telling us some tips to help you boost your business. So welcome, Josh. How are you today?
Thank you. Doing well. How about yourself?
Great, thanks. Nice to have you on the show. So why don't we first start with the types of services that a business owner who might be watching this on social media, who might not be a store, might not have a POS system, but that they have a presence online and they want to boost their business. So what can you do to help them?
Sure. So we have a unique product for customers, whether they're a point of sale existing customer or not, actually. It's called Find My Biz and Manage My Reviews. And it's a really interesting program for a bunch of reasons. First and foremost, it's a local SEO marketing tool. And it's designed specifically for small businesses, the types of businesses we work with. So convenience, liquor, tobacco shops, those kind of stores. This is how the product was developed. It's designed to be very easy, simple to use, and the features are very robust as well. And essentially, the product enables our stores to have online listings across over 35 different platforms. So apps, websites, directories, Google being the most popular, obviously, but Waze, Apple Maps, Better Business Bureau, and a ton more that you may not be as familiar with. But it's a really great product to enable stores to get their store online and increase online visibility in a way that they're probably not used to doing. So it's an aggregated portal where customers can access it, create a single profile and listing, and then they'll have listings created all across the internet. And it's really valuable for our stores in particular, who maybe don't have the time, the resources, potentially the know-how about how to do this type of marketing. But it really is critical in today's day and age because well over 90% of existing customers and potential customers go online first to find stores, whether that's through Google, whether that's through a map app, whether that's through any other type of website. They are going online to find stores. And if you don't have a meaningful presence online, you're missing out on a lot of business. You may get your regulars, people who come into your store, which is fine, and that sustains your business. But really what you want to see is you want to see new customers coming through your doors. And really the way to do that, aside from traditional marketing, which I think is far less effective even than this, is to make sure that when people go online, they find your business. And they don't find it on the 10th page. They find it near the top of the Google search results or other results. And this is a way to offer the service to these small businesses without huge budgets in a really meaningful way. And they can really compete with the 7-Elevens of the world in this way and grab business that they normally would not be able to grab.
Oh, okay. And if someone has a service-based business, they can utilize this as well, right?
Yes, anybody can use this. You do need a physical location of some kind because that's how these directories work. But as long as you have an address, a physical location, anybody can leverage this software.
Okay. And I don't know if we should ask how much it costs, but I guess so people get an idea.
Sure. No, it's a great question. And typically these services can go for, north of $100 monthly. They're typically quite expensive, but because here at NRS, our goal is really to create affordable features and not just basic features, but real meaningful, robust features at a very good price. So typically these features can range $100 or more, but we're really offering it anywhere between essentially between $29 and $70, depending upon what type of package you have, what type of other NRS products you have. We offer deals and promotions on it all the time. But really, we're really at the lowest price point for this type of service.
Wow, okay. So, what about the other services you offer to people who do have a POS?
Sure. So we offer a ton of different services. I basically commission a couple of our premium ancillary features. Government Solutions is one of them. Government Solutions is a way for our customers to leverage EBT, which is the electronic version of SNAP, Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. It's a government program. I'm sure most people are familiar with SNAP and EBT, and eWIC as well, which is basically electronic women and children. It's another government assistance program that's designed specifically for families. And these programs are essential to most of our stores. They're not a luxury. Many of our stores are located in lower socioeconomic areas, and they do have many customers which use an EBT or eWIC card. And if they are not offering it, those customers are going to go elsewhere. So having an eWIC and EBT solution is critical. And not just having an eWIC and EBT solution, but having it in a way that makes it easy for both the merchant and for the customer coming into their stores. So the way we do these programs is we have it directly integrated into our POS and into our credit card processing terminals, which basically gives the merchants the ability to check customers out without having to use any type of paper, without having to reference any type of approval list. They can make the process very streamlined. And the customers that come into their store don't have to wait. They don't have to fill out any paper. They can go up to the register, check out their items, see if the items are approved for EBT or eWIC, and check out those items for EBT and eWIC, and check out items which may not be approved, such as any type of liquor and tobacco, are obviously not included in EBT or eWIC. They can check out those using credit card or cash, and they can check out the other items using their EBT or eWIC card. So the integrated method in which we do it is really interesting and makes it very convenient for our merchants to run these programs without the type of friction they might have been used to in the past.
So basically, people can come into the store, and even though you normally think of going to a grocery store, a large chain grocery store, to do WIC or to do, to get food stamps, but you can now walk into any convenience store or liquor store that has this service. Well, I don't think you'd want to buy your diapers at a liquor store, but
theoretically, that's a good point. But liquor stores typically don't get approved for EBT or eWIC because they don't necessarily have enough items that are eligible. But you could have a store that has liquor in your store as well as other EBT or eWIC approved items.
Right. So, I mean, you could walk in and get formula at the convenience store. That makes it more convenient for women. Like if maybe they don't drive, and maybe they have the convenience store on the block, and they don't have to wait for their husband to bring them to the grocery store, and they can get their formula and things like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So is that an add-on?
Exactly.
When a store gets your POS system, is this an add-on service, or do they have this automatic?
Yeah. So we do offer bundles with certain features included in the bundles, but an EBT and eWIC is going to be an add-on type feature. The program's obviously integrated to the POS, but it's run through the government. So it would be something you would add on, and there's different pricing for EBT and eWIC compared to traditional credit card processing. But again, the pricing is very much in line with EBT pricing, and it's it's even on the lower end most of the time. So, and the integrated piece of it makes it much more attractive than some of our competition who don't have any integration. And EBT and eWIC processing is often done on either separate terminals, not connected to a POS, and even more so, many people still process using paper. So this is definitely the way to go if you're looking for a government solution. We offer this solution across the entire country, EBT especially. eWIC is offered in most states, but some states don't have eWIC, but most states you would be eligible for eWIC as well.
Okay. Also, I understand you work with the panic alarm system.
Yes, yes. So that's another program I help run. The Panic Alarm is a really interesting program, actually. We've been running it now for, I guess, a little over a year. And over the last couple months, we really started to pick up some steam with the program, and it's become particularly valuable because of many of the issues going on around the country. And many small stores and convenience stores, corner stores, have seen an increase in crime. And it's definitely top of mind for anybody running their store. So many of our merchants spend a good portion of their life in their stores. Their store is often their second home. Sometimes it might even be their primary home, in the sense that they spend more time there than they do in their actual house. So feeling comfortable and feeling secure is very important to our merchants. And the panic alarm is a way for our customers to feel a little extra sense of security. It's a feature that's built directly into the POS. It's integrated directly into the point of sale, and the merchant can activate it without anybody knowing that he or she is doing so. So it helps to neutralize the situation that might be going on in the store, or if theft is identified, you can press this button on your point of sale, alert local law enforcement, and no one will ever know you did it. So the inconspicuous nature of it, I think, is particularly valuable, especially when merchants are already kind of on edge about potential crime in and around their store. They don't necessarily want to create a situation where whoever is committing a crime is now aware that the merchant is doing something to stop them. So it's a great way to have merchants be able to alert law enforcement in a quiet, inconspicuous way, and potentially diffuse a situation which could have escalated.
Sure. How many, I mean, I don't know if you have the statistic, but like, how often store owners end up using the panic alarm in, let's say, a year's time or 6 months time or whatever?
That's a good question. So not that often, fortunately, which is good, but we definitely have seen customers use it. We probably had about 7 or 8 uses so far, and we help to monitor those uses to make sure that it, first of all, worked correctly. And so far, we have a great development team, and we always test and make sure that it works exactly the way it's supposed to. And law enforcement has responded the way they're supposed to. So so far, I think it's been quite a big success in many different ways.
That's amazing. That's good. Well, this has been a very interesting, conversation. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Nothing specifically. I think I covered a lot of the projects that I'm quite deeply involved with. And one thing I just want to emphasize is that for all these features, and I think I kind of mentioned this, is that NRS is always, our goal is always to develop features that are really useful and competitive, but keep the price at a reasonable place where our merchants feel comfortable using these services. And this is a method to help them compete, like I mentioned, with some of the big boys like 7-Elevens or Circle K's, but not have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars a year to make that happen.
Right. And I understand that, like, if somebody wanted to go out there and find my biz and manage my reviews, it would be quite costly compared to what you're offering.
100%.
Yes. So if you're out there and you have a business and you want your business to be found online, check out National Retail Solutions. Be happy to set you up with somebody who can, I'd be happy to connect you, and we'll get somebody on the team, National Retail Solutions, to help you out.
Thank you so much, Carolyn.
All right, you're very welcome. So it was good. So I'll see you soon, and take care.